Hey sweet friends. Alright, I am feeling a little bit under the weather tonight. I am just not feeling that great. I'm sure you can tell by looking at me I look a little rough. But anyway, so I decided just to make myself a small little pot of noodle soup. And when I say noodle soup, I'm not adding any chicken to it. However, you can. I'm great with just the broth and the noodles. That's just the way I like it. I'm okay if it has chicken in it, but when I make it, I'm good without it. Okay, so I'm going to take this is about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to toss that in there, and then I have chopped me up a few veggies, and I don't even always do this. Sometimes I do just the broth and the noodles, but I had these in the fridge, and I thought this will add a little bit more nutrition. So I have one little small stalk of celery here, a little bit of onion, and about half of a carrot that I have just finely diced all of these up. And so I'm going to put these in here in this butter and just kind of let these saute up for a little bit, soften up before we add our other stuff in, okay? And so that's just what I'm going to do for now, y'all. And I'm just going to do this on a low temperature so that they can get really, really good and soft. Let's see, I may add in just a little bit of olive oil because I don't, you know, that butter is so easy to burn. So I'll add in just a little bit of olive oil. That will help that. So anyway, I'm just going to let these cook down, y'all, and I will come back. Okay, y'all, our veggies have got really good and seared up. Actually, they got a little more charred than what I was planning on them getting, but anyway, it'll be okay. They're not burnt. I just wasn't planning on cooking them that much. They got a little carried away from me. So now what I'm going to do is add in some of my chicken bouillon. Now you can use just chicken broth. You can use anything you want, you know, at this point. I'm going to add in a good, let's see. I'm going to start right there because I don't know how much liquid I'm going to put in here. So that was a good 2 teaspoons just to start with. Like I said, we can always add more. And I'm going to add in a little bit of black pepper. Of course, we're not going to add in any salt at this point. A little bit of black pepper. Alright, and a little bit of parsley. And then now I just have some water here that I'm going to pour in. I have 2 cups in here, so let's see. Let's go ahead. We're going to add the whole 2 cups. I may even add another cup. Let's see. Yeah, I believe I will. I think I'll add another cup because those little pieces of pasta, they really absorb up the liquid. Hang on, let me get me another cup, y'all. Alright, I actually went ahead and got 2 cups. I don't think we're going to need this much, but I just went ahead and got it in case we may end up deciding that we need it. Okay, so far we have 3 cups in here. I'm going to let this come up to just a little bit of a boil, and then we're going to put our pasta in and let it cook. And y'all, that's all there is to it. This is just a little simple little noodle soup that I like to make. It's good anytime, but I especially like to make it if I'm feeling down and just want me a good little hot cup of soup. You know what I mean? Excuse me. So anyway, I'm just going to let this come up to a boil, get this stuff put up, and I'll be back in a minute. Hey y'all, this is the noodles that I'm using. I get these in the Spanish section. You know, I had mentioned these on here before, and I think I said they were in the Chinese section. I was totally wrong. They're in the Spanish section. They're very good. They're the vermicelli little pasta noodles. These bags are like $1. Super inexpensive. Great to keep in your cabinet. I keep bags of these. They have different sizes of these, and I keep bags of them in my cabinet because I absolutely love them. Whenever I make my noodle soup using these little noodles here, As you can see, they're so tiny and small. They remind me of the Lipton noodle soup that I've always loved to make, okay? And I had a box of this, but I thought, no, I want to make this, and I wanted to show y'all. That way, if you have your all you need to have in your cabinet are these and some sort of chicken broth or chicken flavored bouillon or powder or whatever, and you've got a delicious little soup that you can make up if you're not feeling well, or just if you just want some, okay? So here I have 1 cup that I'm gonna put in. Now these will fool you, let me tell you. These things are small, but they will cook up and you will have a pot full, let me tell you. So they will fool you, so be cautious of it, all right? But anyway, they're delicious. Like I said, and I think they're like $1 a piece, 97 cents, 98 cents. I don't know, or maybe $1.07. I'm not sure, but super inexpensive. And I keep several packages in my cabinet now. Once that I found them, I love them. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna move those aside. And I'm just going to let this slow simmer. Now that it's boiling, I'm going to turn it down, and I'm going to hope that I don't have way too much pasta in there for our liquid. But if we do, then I'll just add more liquid and we'll deal with it. But anyway, I'll be back in a second, y'all. Hey, y'all. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. But let me tell you, you know, we did... what did we do? We ended up adding 3 cups of the water, and we did 1 cup of the pasta. Well, I ended up doing another half a cup of liquid because I like to have a lot more liquid in my soup. Like I like for it to have a lot of liquid with a lot of noodles. And so at this point we are at 3.5 cups of liquid to 1 cup of the little pasta. You see what I'm saying? Okay, let's serve us up some of this delicious noodle soup that we have here. Let's see here, y'all. Let's see this. This looks so good. I love those little noodles. The little pasta. Absolutely love them. Like I said, it reminds me of that little Lipton soup mix, you know, that you get. You can get the chicken noodle, or you can just get the noodle. I always just get the noodle. But see here, I absolutely love it. So good. All right, there's that. And then, of course, y'all know me, I am wanting to cut up a little bit of green onion over the top. I think it will just add a nice little garnish and crunch to it. Especially since we put the other veggies in there. Had I not added the other veggies in, I definitely would not do this. But doing this reminds me of like the clear soup that you get you know, at the Asian or Japanese places, whatever they're called. Kind of reminds me of that, so I thought I would do some. We'll see how I like it. All right, I might have to toss them out, but I'm gonna poke them down in there in that hot liquid so they can kind of soften up or whatever they're supposed to do. And I will be back, and look, this is super hot, y'all, so I'll be back in a little bit and we'll do the taste test. But let me show it to you. Here's our soup. Yum yum. Okay, y'all, I am going to try this. I know it is still so crazy hot, but look at this. Does that not look so good? I love the looks of it. We have those noodles in there and those other veggies, the carrots and celery and all of that, but goodness, I know it's still so hot. You know, it takes stuff like this forever to cool down. You know, it's still steaming. That's so good, y'all. That's delicious. And especially if you like green onion, you'll love that little addition on top. Now, of course, if you don't, leave that out. But if you do, you'll love it. The broth is still very, very flavorful with the other veggies that we sauteed from the beginning. They're so, it just gives it such a great little flavor. Just adds a little something to it. And if you don't have that, you don't have to. You can just do broth and your noodles. I've done that plenty of times. Oh, that one was hot. I'm gonna try to get some of these green onions on here. I'll try it like that. Get a lot of them on there. There's a good one right there. You know, this is delicious. This is going to be so good. Especially when I'm not feeling well, I'm just going to enjoy this good bowl of hot, flavorful soup. And I'm going to crawl in the bed early tonight. So, anyway, y'all, hopefully I will see y'all tomorrow, or I'll see you on my next video, and hopefully I am feeling much better. All right, y'all have a good night. I'll see you then. All right, bye-bye.